Before I get into the video, I just want to tell you guys this video does have some sensitive topics such as self-harm, grooming, pedophilia, and other things like that. If you are not comfortable with any of those topics, please do not watch this video. Hi everyone, welcome to the Jam Kicks channel. This is my second channel for when I talk about pedophiles. I have to have a second channel when I talk about pedophiles for Animal Jam. That's probably not a good sign. This video, I'm talking about Alphieboo. This is a reply video on a bunch of videos that Alfie made on me. I made one originally on him. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of things. Him knowing, being friends with a 9-year-old at 16, him asking to see an 8-year-old's self-harm photos and seeing her corpse photos as well. A lot of different topics in this video as well as scamming, doxing, swatting, a whole bunch of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys do, please leave a like down below. I'd appreciate it. Let the word out on this guy. This is a very long video. I'm going to be going over basically everything in this video as well. So yeah, enjoy. It's okay. Anyway, watching the first one. I've watched this before, but I will just go over it directly as well. As you see, I was a big fan of the video, but let's have a listen. All right, I've got my audio ready.
Hello everyone, it's Alfie. This is going to be a long one, so bear with me. The reason I'm making this video is because I don't appreciate false rumors being spread about me in an online community, and I don't appreciate my friends being targeted as a result of these false rumors.
I'm gonna window like this so he can't actually just strike me.
I will also be providing context along with timestamps and evidence to back up my claims, which is something that Lala failed to do throughout his entire video except for vague references. It's been 5 years since I was last here. Back then, Animal Jam drama was crazy. While it seems like everyone I knew has moved on from spreading baseless rumors for clout and bullying people to be on your side, it appears that all except for one person has not, and that would be Lala, formerly known as Yawn, Kicks Scams, Lakin, Plugins, Recodification, Slack, Clays' AJ, Gang, and possibly others that I'm not made aware.
Alright, so all these usernames here, I'm very public about. I made a video, literally, I'll find the video right now. I will go to my YouTube page and I will show you the video that I also have referenced those things to right now. Here we go. Apologies to the MJ community. Here, where I basically say, hey guys, I used to scam when I was plugins. As well, Kicks, which I made a video a month ago talking about. Yon, these are like already names that I've kind of have said before, and Clays as well. These are very like, I have even have time frames on these things as well. So yeah, a lot of those usernames are very public. The only one that I wouldn't say isn't public is probably Slick, because Slick was the username I had for like 2 months. But yeah, anyway.
I highly suggest that.
Also, this is just my first name. I don't know why. That's just my name, bro.
That you search channel and Animal Jam account to come back under a new.
Yeah, plugins have a reputation for police getting trust as a YouTuber with consistent giveaways and returning to hacking and scamming. His first channel was 2016, 2023, live streams. He got deleted, moved to a new channel, 100 subscribers, kick scams. He posted scamming videos as well. Well, you'll kind of know this. He was banned and moved on to Clays, according to Yon. On Clays discovered. When he moved on to Clays, according to Yon, according to me, on Clays he discovered about he was about to get hacked again. He decided to take his hacker's stuff before she could hack them. Obviously, I scammed my online girlfriend like in 2019, like 6 years ago, out of a no jump item. Essentially, just to, you guys can read this, but to sum this up, essentially, I used to make a channel and get a little bit of reputation, and then I would end up just scamming somebody and then dipping. Obviously, I've had the channel for like 3 years. This was a pattern I had when I was a kid, and obviously I haven't done anything like that in like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years almost, yeah.
New name as a way to wipe his old reputation. Hence, not a lot of people know about Lala's past and can openly take his side without doubts. If you have trouble believing that it's the same person, there are many clips of his old streams in some of the exposing videos that plays his voice, and he sounded pretty similar back then to how he sounds now.
You said like a high payer, think back like I'll be fixed, right? Like everything will be.
So, what I don't understand with this is he's saying that here's proof that they sound the same when I've already admitted that I used to go by these names. I don't really understand, really. But like, anyway.
I don't have a 10. He just
this was when I was 13, I believe, in that clip, and also basically became Kicks for. So he's saying that Lala used to be a bad guy. He doesn't tell anyone about any of this. And then he's showing me a clip of a recent video of me admitting that I scammed. The title's right there. This was on and off for many years, I'm pretty sure.
I'll also be linking some videos in the description that goes into explaining some of Lala's past, especially a very well documented video from Patch the Alpha explaining his Clay's AJ days. There's also a much more recent one uploaded by Valves on scandals he's done currently as Lala, another one made by...
Okay, so a lot of these videos, essentially, Judden, I have a video on Judden, yeah, whatever. Valve's thing, that was like a real life situation thing. It isn't actually current to anything. So kind of what my first thoughts of rewatching this video is that Lala called me out for something that isn't true, guys. Here's everything he's done before, by the way. Like, this is everything this guy has done before. He isn't kind of acknowledging my claims yet. I don't think he actually acknowledges it really. He doesn't acknowledge it. He doesn't do any of that. He's just being like, guys, Lala said this about me, but by the way, he used to scam people. He used to do this. If I were to scam somebody, would I not literally have scammed like the third rarest item in game, the Milky Tiara that I got trusted with 2 years ago? Would I not take that if I was supposedly still a bad and manipulative and scamming person? Would I do that? No. No, I would not do that.
And many previous exposing videos across his old usernames that I will be linking down below.
These are obviously kind of just in correlation with when I would scam people, and they'll make a video being like, plugins, Yon, he used to scam. It's the same thing. He's just kind of going over it a few times over.
So feel free to watch all of them. I will be making another full in-depth video on Lala with evidence and references on things he's done across all of his past names, because there's just so much about him that I don't think would be fitting for this video, as I am solely making this to combat his false accusations and to call him out for his blatant lies. So stay tuned for that in the near future. Also,
accidentally full screening it.
I'm going to include snippets of evidence on Lala's past to support my claims, because I believe that it is relevant against the claims that he makes about me. So sit back, grab some...
Okay. You heard that. He said that he's going to use clips that are relevant. Having weird behavior with a 9-year-old at 16 is very different to me scamming people in Animal Jam. Okay. I think one is severely worse than the other.
Popcorn, because this is going to be an absolute masterpiece of a video from start to finish, with a lot of evidence included that I never bothered to compile before, because I simply don't care enough about internet drama. However, if Lala wants to start a war for no reason at all, I'll simply return the favor. And guys, please don't laugh at my old usernames in the screenshots that I provide. I was 15 when I made them, and child me thought it was hilarious. Before we get started, please do share this video.
Okay, so also in this video, I want to clarify, sorry, I keep pausing it. He says that he's 15 in these things, and then he's admitted in conversations that when he was with this girl, when he was talking with this girl, being friends with this girl, he's now 16. So the story isn't really staying consistent, which is okay.
Friends to help bring publicity on the issue, as I did spend a lot of work digging and compiling everything, and I believe it's important for the community to know what kind of person Lala truly is.
Like I said, I've made videos talking about it before. I literally made one about kick scams like a month ago. I made one like a few days before I made my video against you. And I made one 2 years prior to that one as well. It's no secret that I used to scam people.
Let's get into it.
iMovie intro.
I'll never understand how after all these years, Lala still believes that anyone I've called, messaged, taken an Instagram screenshot with, made a video with, or streamed with are all girls I've dated. And I'm here to say that while I did online date within the Animal Jam community, which back in 2020 was pretty common, a pretty known Animal Jam streamer couple back then were Monsoons and Swaggy Awesome Swag.
I remember them.
Were around during that time. To most of us now, those relationships were never considered real. It was just 15-year-olds being 15-year-olds on the internet, similar to your Roblox or Fortnite girlfriend you might have had in 2015. Now, I don't recall being...
But you said 15 and 15. You weren't doing 15 and 15. You were doing 16, 9. You had like 10-year-olds as friends. I will put screenshots on the screen as I'm talking about these things, because I think I've got so much there that I just want to show. There's quite a little bit, okay?
Being abusive towards any one of them, as Lala claims. Obviously, there were petty arguments over dumb stuff that 15-year-olds argue about, but it was nothing beyond that. And if I did come off that way, I apologize, as it was never my intention.
I have screenshots of him calling, of people admitting that when they were 8 years old, that he called them kitten, called them honey. I will show those on screen now. I have a video I can play right now of a victim that admits when they were very, very young and he was 16 that he was very weird with her.
Hey guys, it's IE623. So, as you guys know, there's been a bit of drama between me and Alfie. And I'm gonna start from the beginning, kind of like an iceberg, you know. So, a while back, when I was around 11 and Alfie was 16, we used to be friends. And he would always stream, and I was like, hey, cool, streamer, woo! And so I'm like, hey, want to be friends? And then we became friends. And the only thing I really remember, and I have the screenshots because of my admin at least, but because he remembers what happened when me and Alfie used to be friends back then. And he, I guess, would always call me honey. He would call me kitten. Yeah.
I also another screenshot as well of someone being upset that he was okay with talking with a 12-year-old, and Alfie got upset that it ended up being a boy, not a girl. There's a lot to it. There's a lot here. There really is. It's quite annoying because I've tried talking with Alfie before. I could put an entire conversation on screen now. I recorded it all. Our entire conversation, and essentially what happened was he just really had this very tunnel vision opinion on it, and I really tried talking to him about it because I want him to actually genuinely understand that when he was 16 years old, him having a friend, a 9-year-old friend, was not normal. That is not normal whatsoever. It does not matter if it is a normal friendship or even a relationship. That is still not normal. That is not normal behavior. And I will show proof. I have a screenshot on screen right now of him admitting that he let in Laffy, which is the 9-year-old victim, which he exposed her name. I don't know why. He exposed her username to everyone, the entire public. I blurred her username just for safety. I have a screenshot of him admitting he let her back into the server knowing she was 9 years old and that they are friends. What is wrong with you, Alfie? That is not normal.
Unlike Lala, who, in his past, has harassed his ex-girlfriends, threatened to leak their personal information.
Okay, this video was taken down because this video isn't real. This video doesn't actually exist anymore. Glazes, I was 14 years old. I was just trying to be scary, a scary little online hacker guy, which Alfie has also admitted that when he was 15, he used to pretend like he could hack and know people's information. So it's hypocritical to bring these up because you used to be cringe and like a hacker as well when you're a child. Okay, I don't understand. And the address thing, this wasn't even an actual address. I was a bit of a skid when I was a kid. Like when I was a child, I just sent people's IP addresses around. That's all I really did, trying to act like I was tough. I can even show a photo of me when I was 14 years old on screen right now, and like that is not tough. I was a literal child. But anyway, we'll keep going.
He was Clay's AJ, and this is only one of the many examples that I will list here for this video. Not to mention, while Lala was kick scams, he had a group of girls that surrounded and supported him while spreading his name, saying things along the lines of
Subscribe to
kick scams.
Funny enough, Lexi, you dated this girl. Alfie, you literally dated this girl. The reason this girl you were talking with, the reason why they were on my side was because you were just not a good person to these people. I know Maddie was my age. I remember when I was younger. I remember this was in October of 2019. This is Halloween of 2019. I would have been, what? No, 14. Oh no, I would have just turned 15 at this point. Yeah, these people were all my age as well. So these were just previous friends of yours that I met through your community, and they ended up realizing you just weren't a great person, and they ended up going on my side. So yeah, I don't know why you didn't include that, you know, these girls. The reason why I knew these girls was because you were friends with all these girls. These ones were of age though, so they were the same age as him, to my knowledge.
Which seems pretty manipulative to me. Lala claims that I was a big fan of him back in 2019, but honestly, I don't think I ever was. All I remember about him is he being kick scams at the time, openly harassed.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. I took down your internet. If you're going to take it down, I demand you for your password. Dude, that is so cringe. What am I doing? That is so cringe. I had a 02 profile picture too. That is diabolical. Go bye-bye. Damn, you can tell how young I was in this. Yon in 29, yeah, I'd have been like just turned 15 as well. I believe Alfie is 1 year older than me, or the same age as me, so we're the same age around this time, as well. So, very cringe on my behalf, I can't lie.
Me, DDoSing me, harassing my friends, and being a scammer / manipulator. To be fair, I tried my best to warn my friends and other streamers about him.
Nobody cares, stop pretending to be smart, that's a little basic common knowledge. Color is a Fuzzy Cat was a kicks as a compliment. Who is this? They have a furry. Who is this?
Because as
that's not true. I don't know who this person is. And also you're saying that I used to like, be a cringe hack person. Like you used to do it too.
I've said before, he likes to delete his account and come back under a new
6 years ago. Look. Oh my god, say 6 years ago right there, man.
In a way, clearing his old bad reputation until he gets exposed again. That was probably why he always had a thing against me, as I ruined his precious new reputation.
I have made videos myself, Alfie. I've made videos myself, and I have admitted my past. You're not ruining my reputation. Your video, I could care less about your video. I'm just more annoyed that you don't understand that what you did was not right.
Another mention is how he says his boy Kazzy has screenshots, despite Kazzy having colluded together on Lala's past as a
this is not true whatsoever as well. We go around hacking DDoS when I was kicks, remember Day Atlanta. Oh yeah, this is 2020, so first of thingy, so I would have been still 15 at this time. Help me distract her. No, me and Kazzy had a fallout when we were kids and we stopped being friends, so I decided to try and like blame it on him. Just kind of messed up, not gonna lie. When I was young in the day, I was banned. Me and Casey hacked Danny Atlanta. He had me 20 worth. I had 150 worth. That's just me trying to be cool and show off.
Scammer and a hacker. Once again, this is just one of the many examples that exists out there, but I'll put it here to give you guys some context. When Lala was known as Gang, I believe he changed his channel name from Plugins during this time. He had a stream where he admits to hacking Daddy Elena with Kazzy, and on top of that, this entire live stream was basically to manipulate his viewers into giving him items so he wouldn't quit. As you can see here with the stream description that read, "If I get donated a headdress, I will not delete my channel.
Oh damn, I forgot about this too."
Lala and Kazzy would eventually have a falling out in 2020, where Kazzy would DM me asking me to send him a screenshot of Lala sending me an IP grabber. Kazzy then made threats to make a video on Lala. Lala eventually reached out to me wanting to talk, and with
so much is happening right now.
Kazzy was the one who raided
Open battle. Was Kazzy the one to do my server?
Sometime in 2020.
Well, I think it's quite obvious what we're doing here. Like the way we like obviously like are lying about each other because we had a falling out. We're obviously just trying to, what's the word? We're just trying to just ruin each other's reputation with our friends, like with people we knew. This was just a case of us just being petty and just making random stuff up and whatnot. Even this, like, dude, we don't even know how to like do this nuking thing on servers. We don't even know how to do that.
Server sometime in 2020. While I personally never understood their obsession with me back then, they were obsessed with getting me to join a voice call, and with
yes, this is a big thing with him. Even now, like I can show like a screenshot of him being like, I don't want to call. This guy was on a VC once with me and Kazzy in 2019, and I kid you not, ever since he's never hopped on a VC. Even trying to talk us out like adults at the big age of 21, this guy still didn't want to call me, which is okay, but it just made everything a little bit annoying to do, if that made sense. Hey Cherripuff, little disposition told us about a call. Oh yeah, so essentially he would just say this nonsense on stream about me and my friend, and we ended up like, hey, can we talk this out? Like, why are you saying this stuff on stream? And he ended up just blocking us every single time we'd even contact him. So we ended up having to message him on different things, different accounts, so we can talk to him, because he was just still ranting random things on stream as well. But this account wasn't made to join your server, made to another reason. You can't say you're scared of me, nothing you single hand your time. Yeah, about hiding me. He was just continuously hiding us because we were trying to talk to him about it.
Would spam it on my live chats to harass me and my friends about it. It's probably too
Low disposition was another girl that he dated as well, by the way. There was a lot of girls that like he ended up dating as well.
Or scare me back then, but honestly I just ignored most of it. Another funny claim is how Lala mentions in his video that I'm apparently extremely scared of him.
This guy's terrified of me. He absolutely is terrified.
I'm 21. I've never been scared of his harassing tactics.
But he doesn't want to call and talk it out like grown men. I don't know, man.
And if it makes him feel proud that he tried so hard to intimidate a 16-year-old back then with threats.
But I was 15. I was 15.
On the internet, then so be it.
Oh my god.
In his video, he claims I dated a 9-year-old. Her username at the time was LaffyTaffy1.
So here is also where I have another problem. So in my original video, I did not say her name. I blurred out her username from her clip as well, which I feel like, because which one thing he hasn't mentioned, by the way, this girl was 15 years old today. So this girl is still a child and she still could be in danger, but making a video that you know is going to get traction and obviously saying her name and potentially endangering her, I think that was quite immature of you, and I think that was a really stupid thing to do, because why would you want to put someone's name out there who is a child in front of like so many people, especially because of like how weird you were with her? I think that's weird. That's why I wanted to protect her safety, and to my knowledge, he didn't ask if he could say her name. They have had contact since these videos, but to my knowledge, he did not ask permission. Hey, can I please use your name? He just literally blurted out her name.
Or Laffy animates, and this was public information. Lala proceeded to provide a weirdly cut out clip of Laffy saying that I was going to hack her.
Remember when you said you might hack me?
This is the only clip I have of them because it was so long ago. I want to clarify as well. Alphy still has these streams. He has all these VODs. He has admitted before to me that he has, or to other people, that these VODs are apparently quote unquote copyrighted, so we can't unprivate them. If you know anything about YouTube, when a video is copyrighted, if it has copyrighted music in it, it will be hidden, but it will be hidden for very, very urban, like very like niche countries like Russia, like Iraq, like random countries that obviously aren't really online as much. He said that like he doesn't have these anymore because they're copyrighted, but that's not how the copyright system works. He still has all these VODs, and if he was really innocent, why has he not unprivated all of these VODs before? Why has he done a fresh wipe? Why has he not? That is not normal. He's obviously hiding something in these streams that maybe I didn't catch when I was younger, because it was so long ago that it just got lost in time with my different computers. It's just gone. And at the time I had a Chromebook. I had a school Chromebook. So, you know, obviously it was from school. So after I left school, everything literally just wiped itself as well.
You said it like sometime. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, never mind.
As you can see, that's my clip. That's literally from my video. That's straight up my video. But I blurred her username out, everything. I took the time to blur it.
Which is obviously a joke based on the tone of voice she used. I have never dated her. If you guys were around in 2020, then you'll remember this rumor was spread around a lot, although it never went anywhere because once again, it simply didn't happen.
I know it's really bad that I don't have any sort of evidence of them actually dating, but I can assure you from people from back then, there are some massive adult content creators that are still playing this game, and friends that I have that remember this time. He was dating this girl.
As to her being 9 years old, me being 16, and us calling on Discord, she lied about her age and claimed that she was 14 or so.
Okay, in his server, this is true. She lied about her age, right? But in this screenshot, I'll put on screen right now, it is him literally saying, someone's asking, why did you let Laffy back in her server about her age? And he said, because we're friends. He knew her age, guys. He knew her age. Yes, she lied at the start about it, but in their server, I can show you, there was literally a bunch of messages with the name Laffy in it in his server, and since I joined that server, everything has been wiped. It's been wiped clean. Literally, there is so much stuff here that, like, he is trying to hide, and if he was innocent, like, if he was innocent, he could have said, yeah, we were friends, but it was nothing else, okay? Which, hypothetically, that isn't true, but let's just say, hypothetically, if he really was only friends with her, why has he lied just then saying that they weren't friends and he didn't know her age? He knew her age and he willingly let a 9-year-old into his Discord server because they're friends at 16 years old. 16.
Unfortunately, her account has since been deleted, but references are pointing to the account being Laffy. This is confirmed by Blue Fire Nova, which was Laffy's best friend at the time. Blue also knew that Laffy and I hated each other back then due to petty drama, which Laffy kept bringing up and kept trying to—
Well, she's a 9-year-old. Of course she's going to have petty drama. You're 16 years old. You can drive a car. You're the age of consent in some countries, and she is 9. She's not even double digits yet, dude. Yeah, of course she's going to have petty drama because she is literally a child.
To trick me with whatever it was back then. Laffy also lied to Blue about her age, and Blue didn't find Laffy's true age until much—
Okay. I tend to lie about my age. I haven't shared to anyone my birthday, but not even my IRL friends. Tell them I'm 4. Well, okay, so I don't know who this person is. I don't even know the screenshots are real, or anything, but it's the same profile picture I used to use, yes. Not even my real life friends know my age. I went to school with my friends. How does this make sense? This is obviously me trying to be edgy and cool. I was 15 at this time. Okay, I can tell from the profile pictures. You know, like when you have like certain eras of your life or certain moments, you had certain profile pictures. The reason why I know this timestamp on how old this screenshot is because I'm 15. 2019.
Later. If you ask me, was I supposed to ask a 14-year-old girl to prove her age by asking for a form of ID, birth?
Okay, 14, 16, that's still kind of weird. That's not as weird, but that's still kind of weird, okay? But you knew Alfie, you knew her age. You let her back into your server, you knew she was 9 years old. You knew her age.
Certificate or what she looked like, I wouldn't. But unfortunately, Lala, who made this whole accusation against me—
Okay, I can't remember the movie's card, lol, if you know what that is, Lamar. I want to look it up and little PD. I don't remember the screenshot at all. From the way I'm typing here, like this B emoji thing, I know it doesn't sound really, really dumb. I don't type this B emoji. This is some like, someone that's much older than me would probably be using that, but I don't use that. So that's the reason why I don't think this is real, because I can assure you I've never used this smiley face thing before as well. But yeah.
feels like it's normal to ask—
Oh yeah, also I'll talk about the screenshot in a second.
—a girl in her bra for a picture, and ask another 14-year-old girl for her virginity. After I—
Okay, so according to him, this screenshot here, this person is 14, but I was 15, and he didn't clarify that I was 15 in this clip. Alfie, I'm 13, I think, in this clip, this one here, and she was 12. That's a bit different from 9 and 16.
Virginity. After I found out—
And I did not ask for a virginity, by the way. I said I can't wait to lose mine. I didn't ask for her one.
For a picture, and asked another 14-year-old girl for her virginity. After I found out that Laffy was 9 and underage, I stopped associating myself with her and banned her from—
Yes, you did ban her. However, you unbanned her and you let her back into your server shortly after this as well.
my Discord server. So not only did this girl lie about her age to me and her friends, she also made a Discord account. Normally, it can be assumed that she was 13.
Yeah, 13's TOS.
Yeah. Prohibits users younger than that age on their platform. Not to mention, this entire time during our interactions, I was only being friendly and assumed our connection was that of colleagues, as is
colleagues. But the screenshot, you say you're friends.
How I interact with most people. I find it mildly intriguing how Lala wants to drive a point home with false accusations of me dating a 9-year-old who lied about her age, while he was over there openly asking underage girls for pictures and their virginity.
Okay. This is my screenshot. So I said comparing me to flirting with a 12-year-old when I was 13 in 2018 is not the same as 9 and 15. No, 16 I actually know that now. This is a child talking to a child who is a 1 year difference. That's different from a maybe young adult. 16 is probably young adult, I would assume. Yeah, I'm gonna say 16 is young adult. And a 9-year-old, there's a 7-year age gap. That's over half her age.
Also, Lala mentioned that he couldn't make a video back then because he was on a Chromebook while he was openly doxing, scamming, hacking, and manipulating on live streams. And on top of that, would post videos of himself scamming and hacking other people across his history of usernames. He should also stop mentioning that I'm overall such a bad person.
Guy is a weirdo and he's a predator, so just to, you know, kind of stay away from this guy.
And telling people not to interact with me while having a track record as horrendous as his. I honestly have no idea why he even made it such a big deal that I left a comment on one of my old friends' YouTube videos. I left a comment saying OMG Adoria upload, which is her current Discord username. On his video, he censors the name as if it's anything confidential, and he responded with a comment saying, of course you remember her when she was a minor. And what is that even supposed to mean?
Okay, so me and this Astrxa girl, we were both streaming mutuals on Animal Jam. I blurred her name out because me and her were on good terms at the time. So she did tell a lot of people that she was like, you know, nearly 18-ish. So, I commented on the video saying, of course you remember when she was a minor because he was friends with so many minors, but it turns out this Astrxa girl is still only 14 years old. So, Alfie, you said that you were friends with her. Look, comment on a friend's video. Friend, she is secretly 14 years old, 14, 15 years old. I know she's a kid, and you are 21 with her friends with a 14 or 15-year-old as well. This isn't years ago, this is current. Why are you friends with this girl who is secretly a child? This is just piling up. I don't want to involve her as well because we were on good terms as well.
Anything confidential, and he responded with a comment saying, of course you remember her when she was a minor. And what is that even supposed to mean? Once again, this brings into his obsession with me being a predator whenever I interact with someone younger than me. I respond with an entire message because honestly I wasn't gonna sit there while he spat false accusations.
It's a scam. I've admitted that before. You can play those channels under your new name. Yes, everyone despises you by the community itself falling in to begin with. Stray Cat 2. So he's comparing me to Stray Cat 2, which is kind of weird. Stray Cat 2 is a legitimate pedophile. In 2019, I was a minor too. You were either 15, just turned 15, or 16. I'm 21 now. As well, we have how old Adora was, and currently is. Oh, so you know that she's a child still. Okay. You seem to have this weird obsession with me. We think any friends of me who's younger makes them me a pedophile. No, there's no need for you to talk to children. There's more adults on Animal Jam than there is children. Why are you handpicking the children? Okay, but hey, I guess that means when your parents were pedos for raising you when you're a child. What? Your older siblings are weird because they're older? What? And having fun on the playground with kids outside your grade in middle school is pretty weird as well. What? And don't forget that one chat with the other girl who's wearing a bra. This is pre-2020, so you know that I was a child. And who that girl was, a minor as well. No, 12 and 13, no, that's normal. I was young and I'm sorry I did that, but are you really sorry? Because it means that every single person, one of my old streamer friends that I might have had arguments with, most of them realized that it was childhood arguments. They had zero meaning. Yeah, it was the childhood for the little 8 and 9-year-olds, yes. Expected for you. One of the biggest egos in the game, and would love to absolutely make yourself seem so self-centered. Have you had one bit of maturity of the past 4 to 5 years that passed since then, or do you think spreading rumors, fear-mongering, and getting a bunch of children who are naive on your side means something in your grand scheme of things? Possibly it doesn't. You're threatened to make a video since 2019. This better be good because you had 6 years to fabricate whatever you want. Him crying to me because you had a falling out of Kazi and he was going to make his own video on YouTube. The whole dramatic thing you were, and apparently are still. Hey, that means it will go ahead. Obviously, better not because personally I'm too old to be dealing with your petty drama, type of personality. Crazy comment, by the way. Some of these points are crazy.
towards me and his attempts of starting drama on my friend's YouTube video. He then proceeds to say that my accusations were weird, my analogies used there
35-minute video. Oh my god, this is a freaking movie.
while ever so conveniently ignoring the part where I called him out for trying to stare at a minor in a bra. It later occurred to me while editing.
I was a kid too. I was 12. No, I was 13.
In this video that he actually did respond, but he says, and I quote, "Flirting with a 12-year-old when I was 13 in 2018 is not the same as when you dated a 9-year-old when you were 15. I guess to Lala, being inappropriate and asking to see solicit pictures of a 12-year-old girl is considered acceptable at the age of 13.
Yes! Yes, that's acceptable. Okay, let me be clear. Sending photos online to, like, children sending photos to each other, okay, that's not an okay thing to do, yeah, because we're children. But it isn't weird because we're the same age. Okay, I want to clarify as well. I did not get any photos or anything like that. I did not get anything. I never have from anyone like that. When I was a child and they were a child, I have never received that from someone who was a child whilst I was a child. I have never received anything like that. That is legitimately, no. That's a no.
And again, he mentions that I am just so terrified of him because of the mountain of evidence that he has.
He absolutely is terrified the fact that how much evidence I do have on this guy.
Which we have yet to see in his video, but...
Okay, I'll show a video right now of you asking to see an 8-year-old and her self-harm scars and asking for her sister to see her corpse. You keep saying to this 8-year-old, it's never appropriate at any age to randomly ask her for any explicit photo. I agree. But we're a child and children do dumb things all the time. She's really dead. Send a pic. Prove it. This victim, this 8-year-old, by the way, she literally admits she's 8 in the screenshot. You guys can pause and whatnot as well. She admits that she is a child, as an 8-year-old. She also sent self-harm photos. However, those were from Google. But at the time, Alfie did not know that. He knew that much later after. So coming into this, he didn't know this was reverse image stuff. He thought this was an actual person harming themselves, and he did not have any sort of regard for this 8-year-old at being, he was 16, I do believe, in that clip. Double her age. Yeah. So there's some evidence there for you, Alfie. I'll keep playing it on the screen now. I don't know how long the video is. It's quite an old video, but there's a lot of stuff in there, Alfie. There is a lot of stuff, okay? I don't think it's normal to ask to see a 8-year-old's body. Because obviously this child, who you knew was a child, she's obviously having a bit of a breakdown. And she was obviously wanting some sort of attention. You couldn't comfort her. You ended up asking her sister, hey, send me a photo of her dead body. Prove she's dead. I want to see that she's dead. That is tapped. That is not normal, Alfie.
Besides him just rambling about me being such an evil person. He claims that I am closer to Stray Cat than he is, while the both of them have had mountains of exposing videos made on them over the years on things more than just petty drama. Again, Lala mentioned me being in a call with a 9-year-old, which I explained earlier in the video, but this time he claims that I was being flirtatious with her.
Really weird to be in a coffin. But he keeps showing this clip.
I said it like somewhere, sometime. Oh well, never mind. Okay.
Also, you said that she like was a joking manner. She sounds terrified of this clip. She sounds so scared in this clip. She sounds like she's nervous. Like she's like going to say something bad, and you're gonna say something to her or do something to her. Listen to her voice. This is not a joking manner.
You said it like somewhere, sometime. Oh well, never mind. Okay, never mind.
I wonder where it was that I was being flirtatious. And on top of that, his whole video, he mixes up flirtatious with being nice. Just because you leave someone a nice comment on the internet does not mean you're trying to flirt with them. Now he mentions a picture of this 9-year-old calls me her dad, which I would not have let that slide when I read it, and I probably wasn't there in the stream where it happened. But
I forgot I used that screenshot. I'm accountable because Alpha is my dad, which I'm a tiger. I'm gonna eat my own dad. So you knew she was 9. And you still let her say these things, and you still let her on a server, but then you say that you guys weren't friends, and you guys say you are friends behind the scenes. I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
which I would not have let that slide when I read it, and I probably wasn't there in the stream where it happened. But once again, this is the internet. I can't control what weird comment someone
whose name is public. But she ended up deleting all of her streams. She ended up like changing her usernames on literally everything. It was almost impossible for me to find her. It took me quite a bit of time to actually end up finding her. I had to go through some like anime form because I did try and reach out to her after this video. Which I will show later in the video that I did try and reach out to her. I tweeted, I messaged her, I added her on Discord, and she did not respond to me whatsoever. But I want to clarify, like, she was extremely hard to find. No one even remembers her username. It was only me and a few other people that remembered her username, but obviously he's blurted it out, and now this girl is now involved again.
to say about me, the same way I cannot control who tries to make an exposing video on me with bogus claims to stay relevant.
Okay, we're gonna move past that. Okay, that was a little poke at me. Okay, I understand that maybe I'm a little washed now because I've been inactive, but I didn't do that to for clout. Alfie, my video against you, your video against me, is gonna be the biggest thing on your channel, regardless. Nothing is gonna top that video. I only did that video because you were hinting towards a return, and I saw you interacting with a bunch of people in the community who seemed of quite young, and I thought, as a big content creator and knows about your history, I needed to say something because I can't, if I can avoid this happening to some other kid, then I absolutely would step in, and this is why I've stepped in. I'm not doing this for money or anything like that. I think the original video, I think it made like $5. I'm not even joking because it got taken down because you removed it because I showed your face in it, and then you decided to show my face, and I can't get yours down.
Now this is an interesting one, so please bear with me. I'll be sharing specific dates in my screenshots to piece it all together. Lala claims that I was seen sending around a dox of him.
So I'm editing this now. I just realized this, but I'm going to show a clip of the original video. So basically, before I did a privacy complaint on this video, Alfie, in his video, the original one before I made him cut it out because I complained to YouTube, he basically told everybody how to get my information directly. So what I'm trying to explain is that I had a video editing error when I accidentally showed my information that was unblurred from my original video. Now from this deleted cut bit, Alfie is literally telling people to go to my video with a timestamp to go and view my video and to see where I accidentally doxed myself, and he tells people how to get there. Alfie, that is still doxing. You are still doxing me.
It's because he didn't, and he's scared of it coming to light. While editing, I noticed Lala actually leaked his own information uncensored in his video. Whether or not it was intended, I'm not sure, and for the purpose of my video, I'm going to blur it. But you're more than welcome to jump to exactly 10 minutes and 31 seconds in his video where it briefly pops up for 6 frames, assuming he hasn't deleted it.
I think it's further in the video actually, a little bit further in, but in this clip, he literally doxes me. He doxes me in this video. Originally, I will show you guys a screenshot. My name was more uncensored from the original one. So what I did was I showed him doxing me, right, when I was a kid. And I only showed this. I only showed my age and my country, my New Zealand, right? And he showed another screenshot, which was from his own thing, and it was the exact same screenshot, but he unblurred more of my information. He literally doxed me. He literally doxed me in his own video, and I had to complain to YouTube about it for him to blur it. I asked him about to get it hey, you doxed me. He's like, that's public information. No, I didn't dox you. Bro. I was clearly not comfortable with nothing more than this being shown, and you decided to show more of it. You literally doxed me.
And also that I am the sole reason of him getting quote-unquote swatted. I will say now that I don't support swatting and have never swatted anyone in the past. The screenshot he provides of me sending his...
Not sure why he blurs his name. He literally used it in one of his old YouTube channels, but this thing here, this is literally from 2016. Yeah, of course I showed my username when I was what, 12, 11?
Information is
my
true.
name.
I did send that picture, and I do apologize for my 15-year-old.
So he admits that, yeah, he did dox me, right? He did dox me. He said, yeah, I posted this photo. Yeah, this was me. But then he complains about me doxing other people at the same age as him, even though he literally just doxed me a month ago.
Self back then, as looking back on it now, that was out of place for me to do. Then again, I had only sent it to select friends who he harassed, scammed.
That was sent in a server. The way it was formatted, that was sent in a server, I do believe. I could be mistaken, but that was mass sent out. The reason why I say you were responsible for my swatting was because this dox that you had on me, you sent it to so many people that it ended up becoming public information and people got their hands on it. You may have not hopped on that phone and did the prank call, but your dox legitimately gave that information to other people who ended up swatting me down the line. You are still responsible for my swatting, which you still don't believe, by the way, is actually real. You don't actually believe that I got swatted in this video.
As looking back on it now, that was out of place for me to do. Then again, I had only sent it to select friends who he harassed, scammed, hacked, manipulated, and attempted to dox in the past. Now,
yeah, of course. Okay. So you're complaining that I doxed when I was like 15, and then you say that I'm sorry when I doxed when I was 15, that you were just a kid. Okay, this is me trying to IP grab someone because all I knew was how to IP grab, and this dubstep queen girl, by the way, she was like 19 harassing us like 15, by the way. That was also very weird. It's probably the only person he actually was friends with that was actually older than him at the time.
not to mention the amount of times he's tried to harass me, IP grab me, and he DDoSed me as well. He also doxed one of my very close friends at the time.
So you're complaining again that I doxed someone, but you literally doxed me a month ago, Alfie. Harasses children online. Yeah, so look, okay. Of course I'm gonna be stupid and try and like get someone's information that was harassing me and my friends when we were 15 and they were 19. But okay, no, I apologize. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have doxed this person. Yeah, but this girl is still around, by the way. I don't know how she is now, but she's still around. I saw her like recently as well, but no, probably shouldn't have doxed her. Yeah, probably really dumb of me to do that when I was a kid. Probably shouldn't do it. But I mean, it was so long ago that, you know, I can't undo what I did, right?
Dubstep queen, and uses some very questionable language towards her, like telling her to off herself. And
done with you. Oh yeah, probably shouldn't say that to her as well when I was 15. I'm sorry about that. Probably shouldn't have told her to, you know, do that to herself. But like I said, this girl was harassing me and my friends.
And while that doesn't give justification because two wrongs don't make a right, it does provide some context on the things that Lala was doing to me.
It's gonna get chill. I'm gonna get chili banned. HHQ with this chili account. You're spare. You're banned both of you. I done it to my friends. Oh yeah, I remember I used to do the Forgotten Desert stuff. I did it like a few times and I got banned and I stopped doing it. But your mother will hate you harassing a 15-year-old boy on the internet. Literally, that's her harassing me. Now, she'll hate that you're harassing younger kids trying to leak their addresses. Wait, so she thought that Alfie was younger than me? I was just trying to scare. I was trying to female girl when I was a kid. I was just, obviously, this girl was 19 and I was 15. I did not send pizza to her house. I've been pizzaed before. It's not very nice. I did not do this. I probably shouldn't threaten her again, but I mean, like I said, she was being threatening a 15-year-old boy on the internet.
2020, only to complain about it later when I simply sent a picture to my friends without any of the harassment. I'm not sure where he got the idea to pin him getting swatted on me if he was even swatted to begin with.
Okay, so this is the post I made back then when I got swatted. Okay, here's a post about me being hacked. A lot of people could tell that I was actually faking it. I'm sorry. I wish I could upload this due to the recent activities, but I cannot do so. So a reason why I couldn't make a video talking about it was because my parents confiscated my my computer and stuff because I got swatted. That's why I couldn't do it. That's why I could only type it. I had to sneak this message out on my community post essentially because I wasn't allowed on my computer. My computer was confiscated. Even to this day, my parents don't like that I do YouTube because of what happened to them because I was living at their house with them and everyone inside. And you guys know I've been harassed since my channel was made. It's because of my past. I recently found out my friend Kazi were faking friending me. This was obviously me and Kazi just having our own personal fallout. I was meant to sell my items, but but that was because of me wanting to quit. Well, the hate I got from my past actions I cannot erase. This was mainly just due to people obviously like dogpiling on to like me being a scammer. Then back then I wasn't scamming for like a while, but like a year or so. The police were called at my house and my mother was dead. I have been in trouble with people online before like this for a while now. I was planning to leave this channel without a trace because of hate. I was getting swatted and I was being mass mass swatted, and I was getting so much harassment from my family that I ended up, because of Animal Jam scamming, by the way, that I ended up being like, yeah, I'm leaving this game. But after that, what happened, I decided to go as well, make some stuff, grab some stuff before I go. Please do not forgive me. I want to leave a bitter note because everyone thinks I went back for a rest, but I got hundreds of icons without scamming. If I wanted items, I would stick to making videos, not scamming, which is true. I got so much more items being a YouTuber, not a scammer, that if I really wanted to do it, to make items, I just would have stayed being a YouTuber. I had scammed some people in this few weeks, but this is because I thought I had nothing left because of the stuff that went down. That's not true. I still have a little bit of inside me to tell you guys the truth. I'm sorry for all this mess. I've been the Kazzy, Chris, 4Z, oh, I mean 4Z, and finally Taz have been the best people to be around until I was told they were faking it for these months. Okay, this was just me, just absolutely self-destructing. I'm a very self-destructive person. I have a lot of self-doubt sometimes, and I basically ruined our friendship because I was just tweaking out about everything. But like I said, Alfie thinks that I didn't get swatted because the police called. Okay, basically, the cops called, the person called and said, hey, my name is Lala. My mum is dead. Please send ambulances. Please bring everyone right now, right now, right now. That's still swatting. That's still a swat is a false call in someone's house. That's still a swat.
I never swatted anyone in my life, and the only 2 times I ever disclosed someone's personal information like that was Lala and Stray Cat 2, who were both doxxed already by other people for the things they've done.
It doesn't matter if someone else has that information. That is still doxing. You're still committing an illegal act, regardless if it's been sent around before. It's basically been sent through your hands again. You're still disputing it, basically. You're still doing it.
I respect how he crafted this story to play the victim and pin it on me, but I will provide specific timestamps on everything to support my claim. His dox has been public since 2019, and maybe...
That is just not true at all. This person, I don't know who this person is, but they seem like they know me. I don't know if it's some sort of parasocial sort of like thing going on, but I know this person is, but I don't know who they are. Like, I don't know them personally. Yeah, that's something else before that. Look, he's literally doxing me again. He just look. Oh my god, okay. I'll put the name, thanks. Spawn profile picture, chicken on profile picture, I'll change it. I don't know who this person is.
Even before that. I unfortunately can't show the name of this person because they're afraid of being harassed by Lala, as they
I know this person is, but I haven't seen them a message.
Been in the past for speaking out. On Lala's video, he shows a brief clip of police showing up on his door while he was streaming under the name Plugins.
Hey Plug, hello. Thank you for the rare stethoscope. Let me add Taz's gift to the description as well. His 5th gift of all time, you know? 5th gifter?
You can hear the police sirens.
1 second, chat, 1 second.
You can tell by his auto saying plug in, and he blames that on me, saying that he was being swatted while never showing the full clip. But in reality, he disclosed on a stream chat that he had the police called on him at his house because someone passed away.
No one died in my house. This was someone's attempt to get police to rush to my house because this is during peak COVID. This was an attempt of somebody trying to get the police at my house as fast as possible. He's saying that I didn't get swatted. The police just came to my house because someone in my house died. No one died. It was a false call. That's technically still a SWAT. I did have ambulance, police, fire trucks, SWAT team. They did show up for other occasions where someone would say, hey, my name is Lala and I have a gun. I'm going to shoot everyone in my house. And the police came to my house for that. This has happened before. I've had tips where people have kind of pointed towards that, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. My name is Lala. I have a younger sister. I'm doing this to her right now. These are the things that were created because you forwarded around my information back in 2020. You are the reason why my information is so public, Alfie. This is why I don't like you.
On May 15, 2020, and the screenshot of me leaking his information was shared on September 6, 2020, making it impossible for me to have been the one that—
You just keep sending the information around. Just because the screenshot is a little bit older than when I got swatted does not mean you're in the clear. You obviously were still sending it around at that point.
That caused his situation. On top of that, Lala quit streaming under the name Plugins after trying to manipulate his viewers into giving him a headdress after he faked being hacked.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have said if I get donated a headdress, I will not delete my channel right now. Who the hell is going to donate? Who's going to donate to me? Who the hell is going to donate to me? That is just ridiculous. You can tell that I'm young. My age does show on this because it's like, oh my god, Lala, please don't delete your channel. I'm going to give you a headdress.
which I mentioned.
I didn't get any items, by the way.
Earlier in this video. There's also a post that he made on his community tab with an extremely empty apology about him manipulating his viewers for a headdress, where he mentions the police being called at his house saying his mother has passed away. Once again, it's impressive how he manages to play victim here and say that I was the cause of this.
Okay, so apparently I ended up making a video. I think this video was like a black screen with some music or something because I couldn't actually talk. I remember going on like KindMaster on my phone, and I was like, I made like a quick short clip, and then I had to write the post in the description because I wasn't allowed because all of my stuff got confiscated on me. No, it was a fake call. I had a breakdown and I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. They came to your door. Yes, they did. Yes, the police came to my door.
In a shallow apology, he stated that he had the police call on him, not swatted. Here's some more to go along.
Having the police called on you is still a form of SWAT. That is still swatting. Just because one of them wasn't a SWAT team, that is still a SWAT.
With that, there are also 3 exposing videos made under Lala's name of plugins at the time, and they date around May to June of 2020, which is 4 months before the date I shared Lala's information that was already public.
You just keep sending it around, Alphy.
And given his past track record of changing usernames whenever he got exposed, it's highly unlikely he continued to stream under the name plugins up until September of 2020 and beyond. Not to mention, on May 24 of 2020, Lala changed his channel name at the time from Plugins AJ to Kick Scams, marking the end of an era for his plugins channel. While I do have sympathy for his family who suffered as a result of his poor online behavior, it was never because of me. And
if you really cared about my family and their safety, why would you dox me in this video? Why would you show more information that I wasn't comfortable with, Alphy?
Once again, I'm not sure why he twisted the story around so much to make it seem as if I'm the one who swatted him, and on top of that, lied about the event itself, which was in reality the police showing up to his house.
Okay, bro.
Lala first starts by saying that I attempted to return a year ago. Well, I haven't touched Animal Jam much since 2021, and I definitely don't recall trying to return a year ago. I've only been back for 2 weeks, and the guy already wants to start beef. He then mentions how he DMs me, which I supposedly responded with a message of, "What color is your Bugatti?" Which honestly I think right now is absolutely hilarious that I said that, and of course I was gonna block him because once again he spent his entire days harassing me as Kicks and his other past name.
Oh man. Crazy. He just keeps using the same screenshots from 6 years ago.
What made him think I want to talk to him? He then proceeds to flash like honestly the weirdest pic of me on a stream because the angle was horrible combined with the bad lighting. I would have preferred one of the first pics he used as his thumbnail. This one was taken in 2017.
Okay, so the reason why I had these screenshots of him when he was a little bit younger were because they were public on his social medias. Which he says he has a problem with me doing that. Me, just because, you know, these were public. He basically said just because these are public, it doesn't mean you can use them. But that's the same sort of logic about my docs being like, oh, that stuff's already public, so I can share it around more. It's the same logic as well. And I mean, also, he uses this thumbnail, the face in it is from one of my old Twitch streams as well. It's the same thing. I don't know why he complains about it when he has done it himself. If it really was such a bad thing, then like, would you not show, like, set an example and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that? But these screenshots, I don't know his age in these. I just knew these were him because he posted them on the social medias as well.
Las Vegas, I think it was the Bellagio Hotel or somewhere around that, which would have made me 13 years old. And why do you have a picture of me when I was 13 years old? Honestly,
because you posted it on your social medias.
that's kind of weird. But Lala did have a history of asking underage girls for explicit pictures, like I mentioned earlier.
But I was 13. I was 13 and I was 15 in this one, but I don't think this one's real. It could be, but I don't think this one's real. And you admitted this person was 14 as well. That's normal. That is so freaking normal.
So I guess it's not surprising. The second one, I was a picture of me I took when I was in San Diego in 2018, which would have made me 14. I did post all of these on my Instagram page.
He literally admits that he did post these on social medias.
But they haven't been public for a few years, which make this even more concerning. And here's a funny moment of one of my mutuals wanted to comment on this video about how good I looked back then.
Why are you showing a screenshot of one of your friends admitting that you looked good when you were a child? Okay.
Trolls wanted to comment on this video about how good I look back then. It's also disappointing you chose to ridicule someone for their choice of profession and looks.
Horrendous. This guy looks like an actual ape. Say, what color's your Bugatti when he works in retail?
We all start somewhere, and for me at 19 years old, along with many other teenagers.
Okay, the ape thing. No, I was just saying that you just looked funny. You just didn't look like a human in that photo. It was not the way that you're assuming it was racist. I just said you just don't look like a human in that photo. You just don't look real in that photo. That's the whole point of why I called you an ape. You just don't look like a human in that photo because it's such a funny photo. What's this?
We all
one?
start somewhere.
Oh, about retail. I've worked retail before, Alfie. The only reason why I bring up retail is because you used to post photos from Google of iPhones from Google onto your Instagram and pretend like you were rich. One of your usernames was Rich Kid. The only reason why I say that is because it's ironic because you used to act like you were kind of this like higher person, this higher being, and you know, you were better than everyone else because you had 6 iPhone 10s when they came out, you know, back in the day. The only reason why I said that is because I know you from back then, and you telling me, sending my docs to me a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and saying what color is your Bugatti, bro, you work retail. You're not listening to like Andrew Tate saying like no.
For me at 19 years old, along with many other teenagers, that was retail. I eventually moved on within half a year for better opportunities. 15-year-old edgy me thought it was funny to mention scamming as something cool, and back then my wording was interesting. So I apologize to anyone who's seeing this and getting it the wrong way. This first thing honestly is just kind of funny. At 15 years old, I didn't even have a credit card, and if banks are letting 15-year-olds get away with opening one and then fraudulently spending on one, it calls into question the integrity of our bank.
I agree. I don't think you were doing this. Hold on.
At 15.
Obviously I don't agree with, I don't think that you did this. I know you didn't do this, but the thing is that a lot of things that I did, like you did this right to like act cool. That's the exact same way with me, with like this whole acting tough and trying to like scare people. It's the same thing. I'm just trying to essentially just act cool, be cool, right? It's the same thing. I think you say this. You think you say the same thing here. I think you say, if I recall correctly, you say that you did this to act cool.
15 years old, I didn't even have a credit card, and if banks are letting 15-year-olds get away with opening one and then fraudulently spending on one, it calls into question the integrity of our banking system. Lala then goes to say again that I date girls for their items, and that honestly is just one of those rumors that's been floating around, and it just isn't true. As I mentioned earlier in the video, while I did online date within the Animal Jam community, I never used it as a way to get rare or whatever he claims. Most of my gifts that I've received,
Pug AJ, I think you've known her since she was a kid. She's still a friend of yours. A lot of these people are girls. This was a younger girl as well. Hope AJ was also a younger girl as well. Tragic was one as well. Baby Master Yoda was actually a cool guy. I actually remember him. And Flower Shadow, I think, also was a girl. Like a young girl, like younger than you, like 3 or 4 years younger than you as well. A lot of these people you interacted with even though they were young. There are so many people that I don't even remember. I can just look at your Instagram and be like, oh yeah, I know that person. They were good friends with Alfie when they were 12 years old and he was 16.
I received them on a live stream, and it was.
But just because you saw a screenshot of your gifts from stream doesn't mean you still used, like, you know, doesn't discredit that. Yeah, you used them. Like, you could have just typed it. Like, you just would have been on stream with her as well. And also the next clip is crazy, by the way.
All willingly given to me, which once again is ironic for him to accuse me of, given he's openly scammed his ex-girlfriends, threatened to expose their personal info for speaking out, and
okay, I did not date Stolen. But you're just calling me ironic, but you're being ironic yourself. I don't
continuously harass people, not just his exes, for speaking out against him. Alright, the second thing is honestly the entire part out of that whole video that looks bad when you first see it, so I'll try my best to break everything down. He shows a screenshot of me saying that I manipulate gifts on a stream as a means to get rare faster, and once
this is crazy.
15-year-old Alfie thought it was really funny to incorporate words that involve scams, so I apologize for how those text messages came off. Let's dive into this a little.
Okay, so you don't even acknowledge it, and you just say that you apologize for the way like this seems, but you don't actually say, yeah, I did this. You don't even acknowledge it. You say, oh, you don't even say that I didn't and I didn't do it. You just say, I'm sorry for the way this seems. You say, you notice when someone gifts someone big on stream, it encourages others to gift as well. I'm using the same mechanism, taking advantage of it. Don't expose me. Don't expose me. If it's not bad, then why do you not want to be exposed? Okay. I'm doing a flower shadow. Also, this person here, I still have contact with this person. This person has told me you are not joking about this. You're being full serious. When chat gets hyped, a decent amount of viewers. Jag flower with something big. Last stream I sent her a solid. It's a fast way to gain rarity. That is literally scamming. You are manipulating people in your stream to make you do more.
Funny to incorporate words that involve scams, so I apologize for how those text messages came off. Let's dive into this a little bit. Most of us that watch the small streamer probably know that they're not very known in the community, and as a result often has less gifts given to them, and any gift given to them that's big enough will usually warrant a pretty good response. This reaction is why people gift items to streamers on top of supporting them. Most of us probably wouldn't want to give a streamer anything if all they say is a simple "oh thanks" sounding dry and unappreciative. This doesn't happen as much in 2025 anymore because of the bad Animal Jam economy, but for those of you that were here in 2020, a lot of gifts were being sent to the many streamers present.
Oh yeah, I can agree with him. Like back then in 2020, there were so many gifts. I remember I used to get given like 10 headdresses a stream. It was absolutely insane. Like you would never see that nowadays. But regardless, Alfie, like you literally admitted that you get your friend to send you an item to make other people send stuff to you
during that time, and it was all the same. Whenever that streamer got given something big like a long collar or a solid, they usually would have a pretty big reaction and start freaking out, which would warrant the chat into entering a frenzy, often spamming "spoil him or her" repeatedly, and the chain would continue, sometimes reaching upwards of gifts to headdresses simply because of the streamer showing a very good reaction. I realize now the way I phrased it back then was probably not the best, and I do apologize for how it came off. I truly believe that I did not
apologize on the way it came off, but you literally admitted to it.
Use this as a method to get rare, because then there would, or I would assume, clips of my stream or me on someone else's stream doing this. Lala proceeds to once again ramble on and on about how I'm evil, how I dated girls for items, how I'm manipulative, all while providing absolutely zero contact, zero evidence, and no backstory besides the usual "he's just so bad, he's so evil, stay away from him, I hate this guy," like he's been doing for this entire video. He closes with,
"You thought I wouldn't do it, but I dropped the video, bro. Go back to Genshin and back."
As if I'm meant to be intimidated by his 15-minute long video of his pointless yapping.
Oh yeah, like my video wasn't very well made. I just made it just to get the word out. I didn't have any sort of intention to cancel you. I know how you operate. I know how you think. I know that wouldn't have done that, and that's why I made kind of like a shitpost video, because all I cared about was getting people to know to stay weary around you. That's all I cared about. That's my only priority.
It's quite interesting how Lala left a comment saying that I took down my streams while he was editing. My past streams have been private ever since I left fully in 2021.
So he said all of his stuff has been private
for a time
since 2021.
All of my videos were private as well until later, where I made the ones that I deemed okay public again. Once again, he's seen posting.
So he said that he has all these streams privated.
More about people
so he has the Alphy streams
I supposedly dated that were younger than me. It's surprising that anyone can believe that, given he's failed to provide any evidence of me being.
Yeah, so these are, I got DMs, 11-year-old, a 16-year-old when he was, I think, a little bit older, like 18, like plus, 13, 17, 21, another 12-year-old.
Anything more than a platonic relationship with anyone. And honestly, I don't think I need to bring up Lala history again with minors, as I've done that quite a few times within this video.
But I was a minor. I was 12, 13.
Already.
They were 12.
Heard from a mutual connection that Lala deleted a comment someone left referring to him as kick scams and.
No. The thing was these comments, usually the negative comments, they get flagged into my held a lot, my YouTube held on my comment section. So if you got a video, if you got a comment and it instantly got like removed, like it doesn't show up instantly, it's because it's hidden. It's in the hidden section. It's just like an autobot thing where it just essentially flags anything that thinks it's actually negative. This is also Zion, but I know this person is.
Yeah.
Had the same profile picture for like 8 years.
Truly fessed up about his past. Why is he trying so hard to hide it? Oh right.
I made a video. Okay. This guy, he called this video a masterclass. I have so many questions.
Because he didn't, and he's scared of it coming to light.
I made a video. I made one video here. Scared of it coming to light. I made a video 2 years ago, and I made one. I scammed on Animal Jam. It cannot be more obvious than that. No? Oh my god.
Thank you guys for sticking around to the very end. I'm sorry for the somewhat long video, but I wanted to make sure that I covered every single topic in depth to the best of my abilities. There is still so much more that I want to talk about regarding Lala on both his past and current scandals, but that will be in for another video on a later date. Once again, please share this video with your friends to spread awareness, because I believe that spreading falsified rumors on someone using word of mouth to ruin their reputation is pretty foul.
Why is he playing this audio?
Person Lala truly is. Lala, I hope that you had changed for the better ever since I left 4 years ago.
Why is he doing the outro music? This is such a serious topic to talk about, and you're playing this music?
But it seems that you're still exactly the same. And it's truly ironic how you decide to upload a video saying that you're sorry for scamming, only to leave out the parts where you hacked, doxed, manipulated.
In my video, I also say that I'm going to make another video talking about me I was hacking on Animal Jam. And in my apology video, I also admit that I used to scam and dox people.
Harassed, threatened, and on top of that, even going as far as calling your victims to school and real-life connections. But rest assured, I'll be sure to as far as calling your victims to school and real-life connections. But rest assured, I'll be sure to
I don't understand what that is. I don't know what he's talking. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he was trying to say there.
On a later date.
If you know, please comment down below. I don't know what he said.
The tip of the iceberg. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so he made another video. So this video here, I'm not gonna watch because, firstly, this video is a repost. Okay, so this video is a video that he downloaded from someone from 2 years ago when I had quite public drama with somebody with a previous relationship I had, and essentially this guy just saw the video and re-uploaded it. A lot of the stuff in this video is basically the same thing. There are some mentions of a relationship that I was in, a real life relationship that I was in, but I actually ended up, because of this was such a massive sort of bird's nest that I had to go to the police about it, and me and her had a mutual agreement to not talk about each other publicly again. It was a bad relationship. It was very unhealthy. It was very bad. We're both quite young. This happened 2 years ago. And we both settled with an agreement, and we said, yeah, we're not going to talk about each other. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave each other's drama. To respect her and, our agreement that we made with, the law enforcement, I am going to not react to this because, quite frankly, it has nothing to do with your drama with mine, Alfie. You're just posting whatever, trying to make me look as bad as possible. Public repost, by the way. Yeah, okay, crazy. But yeah, you turned comments off because people were commenting on this video saying this was 2 years ago. This is nothing to do with you. You weren't even around at this time, Alfie. I think it's ridiculous. Anyways, I have another video for you guys as well. We have another one Alfie made a day ago. It is called Lala Lied About Everything. It's only 3 minutes long. I think we've been recording for, over an hour now. Crazy. But I'm going to watch this now. I've only watched this once, so let's just see.
Hey everyone! About a month ago, a video was made accusing me of being a predator, along with many other serious claims.
Also, you notice he's changed his usernames. So what happened for the video, I ended up talking to a bunch of one mod on a Discord server, an Animal Jam server, and I told them what I had and stuff like that, and my friend confirmed, who is a big well-known person in the community, confirmed that, hey, yeah, Alfie did those things. I remember hearing about it back in the day, and he got banned from a lot of Discord servers. A lot of servers were on his side about the situation, but after this certain person came forward and was like, yeah, I remember hearing about that back in the day, he got banned from the servers. He ended up making a brand new Animal Jam because he was being constantly harassed. Obviously, I don't condone harassing this guy. I'm only making this video because I have a lot of questions, Alfie, and, I don't really appreciate, you don't appreciate stuff being said about you, but when you just literally just spew this nonsense, I have to reply. I wasn't gonna reply, but you made a third video. Every 3 videos in a row on me, man. Okay. After this video, I am not replying to you ever again. I have done my job. I have done what I wanted to do. I have made everyone aware of your behavior, and I hope people will watch this video and actually know what you are like.
A few days later, I made a response addressing the situation.
Also, this video was so crazy. This thumbnail was so crazy, by the way. To put this with my face and my profile, even though this was when I was a child.
My perspective at the time. If you are not familiar with what happened,
this literally happened. Well, how old was I then? It's happened like 8 years. 2018. It happened, what, 8 years ago?
And want to know the
No.
full details, I encourage you to watch that
7.
20-minute response
7 years
video
ago. Almost as old as Alphy when you were friends with her.
first. Because of these false claims, I was banned from every major
Oh yeah, he was
Jam
banned.
Discord
He was banned in everything.
server, harassed during live streams, in Brady's lab, and many
Okay,
of my friends.
yeah, here's the screenshots here. So, essentially what happened was, hold on, I'll play this so you guys can see context.
For being associated with me. Some of them, including Riscilla and Neoha, even quit streaming after the harassment became overwhelming. I'm making this short follow-up video
Okay, so I think he's okay. He knows what's going
as a
on.
final statement. I now have new direct evidence disproving 2 of the most serious allegations. 1. That I dated a 9-year-old while I was 15, and 2.
He was 16.
That I doxed and swatted Lala. Regarding the first claim, the person in question is Laffy Taffy 1. In my original video, I explained the context, but I didn't have direct proof at the time. Shortly after, Jenny, the owner of the item tracking Discord, reached out about a potential unban. She requested a direct statement from the alleged victim. I was able to contact Laffy, and she confirmed we never dated. Laffy also shared that
Let's
Lala
say-
had contacted her back
Okay,
in 2023,
there's a lot to say. There's a lot
which
to
was
take in.
2 years before he made his video.
Okay, so in this screenshot here, you also don't tell everyone that she is still 15 years old to this current day. I hate to say this, but she is still a child. She doesn't understand what happened, and she still might be in that groom's mindset. Okay? Just because, you know, she has said this does not mean you guys didn't do anything weird. Regardless of what happened, you still were friends with a 9-year-old at 16 years old. That's still weird. But you purposely left out that, like, she's 15 now. That still changes this. If she was an adult now, then that's different because she understands what happened, but she's still a child. She's only 15 years old. You know?
23, which was 2 years
So here, this is Laffy. This is the victim. So I basically tried saying that he hasn't tried making a comeback since 2021. There would be no reason for me to message Laffy if he wasn't returning in 2023. So he did try and return in 2023. I said, hey, you made a video on me. Actually, back in the day, because this is when I quit Animal Jam, and she made a video because she was a fan of mine. But I wasn't friends with her. He was 16, you were 9. Yeah, because we didn't date. Trust me, I would not date someone almost twice my age, skull. So she would have been 13 in this one here, or 12 potentially. But as you can see, I did not reply to her. I did not see this message. I would have not included that in my video if I actually saw this message. And you might say, oh, she messaged twice. Yes, yeah, but she messaged twice. I still didn't see that message. By then, I think I abandoned this Discord by then as well. I do have evidence. I have a screen recording of a few months, or maybe a month back, of me trying to contact her on Twitter. I tried DMing her, added her on Discord. I can show the screen recording of the date in the bottom right corner as well. I did try and reach out to her. I'm going to blur her social medias because I don't want to expose her. I don't want to rope her into any more things at all. I don't know why this guy keeps saying her name, because I don't like it, because she's still a kid and she still could get harassed from people because of this. Yeah, I reached out. This is me and Alphy's thing. I reached out to the victim a year ago. She wanted to speak on it, even though I finally found her. She isn't replying to my messages. She want to speak on it. I just couldn't get contact with her. I couldn't find her Discord. She like abandoned after you and her were a thing on an Animal Jam. You guys were friends and whatnot. She left. She left, and I couldn't find her. And once I found her, she just couldn't. She didn't want to reply to me. She did not reply to me for multiple days, and I left it.
Before he made his video, she gave him the exact same response. We never dated. As for the doxing and swatting accusation, several friends came forward and revealed that it was actually Blazin.
I'm not friends with Pelix. So Pelix is I don't like this guy a lot. He's the reason why spikes are basically gone from the Forgotten Desert as well, and why they are gone from Lucky Clovers. Pelix, he goes by PTI AJ, Eyeballed or Big Hill, Cute Hill, whatnot. I don't know why he tried saying that, you know, I was friends with this guy. I don't like this guy. I think he's a weirdo. He spent like $4,000 on an Animal Jam item. What kind of guy does that? But he does admit that Blazon did swat me. Yes, I got swatted by him, but his information was, reason why how he got his information was because it was through Alphy mass spreading my docs around. He still, maybe he didn't directly do the swat, but he still is responsible for it in some capacity. So yes, Alphy, you still were involving of my swat. Alright, let's use the screenshot. I mean, it's truth after all, but yeah. Yeah, this guy did. This guy here, yeah, he did swat me, but he got that information through Alphy.
From Astrxa Squad who was responsible and not me. Apelix confirmed this on Discord, and Score mentioned it in game. Also recalled that
The abuser account was one of his who harassed me in Brady's lab, called me a pedo, so I swatted him.
Blazin and Astrxa Squad had
I don't control what people do. I'm sorry.
long history
I'm sorry you got harassed, but it's not really in my control whatsoever. I tell people not to harass you.
of targeting Lala. On top of that, I later found a
Wait, it was probably one of Lala's ults?
I later found
Bro, I have a life, bro. I really make videos on this game. I really play this game anymore, man. I would not waste my time arguing with you in Brady's lab. Okay, I'm 21 tomorrow, okay? I would not be wasting my time doing that.
I later found a conversation with one of Lala's deleted Discord.
Blaze called the ambulance to me again, saying my mum was dead and died of COVID. The 5 came in the place. It's the biggest call you could do. It was a prank call. The hell? He reached out to me being like, what is wrong? What happened? Why were the police called in your house? And obviously I said to him, no, Blaze on, call the ambulance. But I didn't know that the reason why I got doxxed was because of him at the time.
Discord accounts where he admitted to me that Blazin was the one who doxed and swatted him, not me.
But you still doxed me.
Disappointing that Lala has chosen to spread such extreme lies in order to ruin my reputation. Over the past month, I've had to deal with the fallout of his actions, including relentless harassment.
Okay. With Weirdo, you just go for item, missive creep in the chat, you would befriend them. Talk about how you ran Animal Jam in 22. I ran him. That is so funny. The amount of times I made them crash out and lose a shit over me and the Trifrid's trolling him. Because at one point, at some point, we just gave up and we're like, we're just going to troll him because he's not going to reply to us. Assuming the Pedo Squad, Alphy, Stray Cat, High Patch the Alpha, Hashiko, and Scorm. That is so funny. He told Alphy to move the video on me. He told Alphy to move the video on me and that his video was stupid. If Cody saying that, you know you cooked. Stray Cat 2 literally reacted to your video, Alphy, an actual pedophile, and said, this video is like dumb. That's literally what he said. He didn't even agree with your video and he doesn't even like me.
Actions, including relentless harassment that forced me to create a new Animal Jam account, Cherripuff, which I continue to use today. I genuinely believe that someone who repeatedly spreads false claims.
This is me trying to look out for someone that I knew in the Android community, being like, hey, I'm gonna make a video about him, just kind of cut ties with him, because I thought this person was 18 or nearly 18, but it turns out they're actually like 14.
And manipulates others for attention should not be given a platform. While he has accused me of predatory behavior,
I could be, okay, about the Astrxa thing, about her being 14, I could be completely wrong, but from what I saw, she is like 14, 15 years old, from what I heard from other people. I could be completely mistaken, but I know she's under 18. I think that's still weird of him to be friends with someone who's under 18 at 21 years old. That's still a weird thing.
I want to make it clear that I have never asked anyone, even younger friends, for anything inappropriate. The fact that he has engaged in questionable behavior himself only highlights the hypocrisy.
It's never appropriate at any age to randomly ask you for any explicit photo. I agree, but we're a child and children do dumb things all the time. I'm also adding this in after the edit as well. Just want to go back on this whole thing on Harry saying that, you know, it isn't very appropriate and, you know, people should stay away from me because I spoke to someone who was similar to my age when I was a very close age to them sexually when I was a kid. He says at the bottom, it's never appropriate at any age to randomly ask a girl for an explicit photo. So in that case, should people not stay away from you because you asked to see an 8-year-old's corpse or self-harm photos when she sent one that you assumed was actually her, and you kept on relentlessly asking to see her body? That is not appropriate either. That is not appropriate. If you're telling people to stay away from me, then what should they do about you? Yours is significantly worse. Asking to see someone's self-harm photos and asking to see their corpse after they've said that they've died. We're both the same age, near the same age, nowhere near as bad as yours, Alfie. I hate that you keep bringing this up because it is such a dumb argument. Anyone would agree with you. Your argument is just dumb. It's useless.
Of his claims. For these reasons, and for your own safety, I strongly recommend avoiding any interaction with him, as he has already shown how far he's willing to go.
Also, he complained in the other video that he hates that everyone was telling him to not interact with him when I tell people not to interact with him, but then he does it again, saying it to me.
To harm others.
Bro.
Another important detail is that even after I presented him with direct proof that I never dated the person he claims I did,
I just can't win with these things. The Alphy video I took down because it's about him in life. He actually didn't see that demo from her. interesting, actually. I think I know who, what's the word? I think I know who I got this from, actually. But he didn't take the video down. He didn't see the DM. He sent 6 minutes after it. I just didn't see it. Frankly, I do apologize. If I did see it, I would have never made the video in the first place.
He still refused to take down his video. In this conversation, you can see me asking him why he was
So Alfie hasn't added me on Discord in like 6 years, just because he just hates, he just doesn't want to talk to me. He just hates any sort of interaction with me, just because we don't get along, obviously, because I don't agree with some of the things he's done. I did take down your video because it's mainly about Laffy. Why'd you make it? So basically what happened was, as soon as this girl who is 15 gave him the all clear, he decided to try and like message me and intimidate me and be like, why'd you make the video in the first place? Why are you so dead set about dating her back then? Like, he just was trying to just like, not rub it in my face, but he was just trying to just like obviously annoy me by trying to say like, as soon as he got cleared, then he's gonna talk to me. But as soon as he was guilty at the time and there was no evidence they didn't date, then he is avoidant of me. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what time he messaged me. It was a ridiculous time as well. I think it was, I believe, it was a few days before my birthday stuff going on, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Last thing I want to do is talk about this guy again. But I did take that video down. So as soon as that information came out about Alfie, about how they didn't date and stuff, I took down the video for like a little bit, but then he decided to message me and act all cocky and be like, why'd you make the video in the first place to begin with? You know, like, I just want to know some answers. As soon as he starts like doing that, then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put the video back up. And I was thinking about it with some people as well. I was talking to a few people about it, and they're like, but is she not 15 right now? And I'm like, no, like, you're right. Like, she is only 15 now. She doesn't understand what happened. She's a child, you know? And obviously I just ignored him, and then he unadded me on Discord.
Was so insistent on believing something that was never true. Rather than acknowledge the evidence, he dismissed the conversation and
I dismissed it because I knew the conversation was not going to go anywhere. I've showed a previous conversation with you, the big one we had together. You don't have any sort of logic whatsoever with any of your arguments. It's like talking to a brick wall, and I just didn't want to waste my time with you because I knew regardless of our conversation, the outcome was going to be the exact same.
Left his video up anyway. This shows that he wasn't interested in the truth. He had already made up his mind and wanted to keep pushing.
2023. I think Lala was 2022, I believe. Quite frankly, look out for people, have your argument of it. I'll be amused by it. It seems to be pretty naive. You're willing to accept the being played by someone who's you being hurt with it. Go above and beyond to find these things, real meaning. I have no idea what he's talking about here. He's trying to say that you have to be naive if you're willing to accept being manipulated by someone who's oh, we talked about when a situation I went through with the police thing. I don't want to talk about that, but I had someone in my life that was, you know, they were threatening with this word right here, if I was going to stay with them or not. So he's basically just saying that it's pretty naive, that I guess I fell for that. I think. I could be mistaken. I could be misreading this, but that's what I think is what it's saying.
About me. The fact that he continued spreading his fabricated story, despite being shown proof to the contrary, says everything about his intentions and credibility. To everyone who stood by me and took the time to look at the facts instead of the lies, thank you. Your support has meant everything. With this final response, I'm ready to move forward, focus on creating content again, and not let false accusations hold me back.
Oh, nice video, Alfie. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much the video there. If you guys have any questions down below, I'm happy to comment and reply to them. I'm not gonna delete comments like someone has, but that's kind of my take on everything. I'm not gonna make a video about this guy. He's not worth my time. He can keep on live streaming to his 11 viewers or whatever. He's live right now, 11 viewers. He can live stream to his little community if he wants to, but no, Alfie, regardless of everything that's happened to me, I think you bring up my scamming past is quite it's very insignificant in comparison to you being friends with a 9-year-old, you know, a bunch of other people as well. So thanks for watching, guys. This video was very long, almost an hour and a half long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video on the second channel. Very raw video, but I mean, hey, it's probably like the best way I can kind of like be very, very forward with you guys and kind of be genuine when it comes to this. There you go, Alfie. I know you watched this entire video, bro. I know you wasted an hour and a half of your time watching this video, and I wasted an hour and a half of my time on this video, which I'm probably never gonna get back in my entire life. But there you go. There's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions down below, please drop down below if you have any questions. But that's Alphieboo or Alpha Defender, Chili Asian or whatnot. I'm gonna try to make a Google Drive as well in the comment section, and I'll keep on posting things in there. There's more stuff that comes up about them. If there's anything more, I will put that in the drive as well. Anything updated as well. But apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.